आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello students, in the given question is said which of the following identities wherever defined holds true, which means, or in simple words we can say that this left hand side is always equal to right hand side. So we have to prove that right hand side equals to left hand side for all these four cases. Now taking case 1 or option 1, that is cot alpha minus tan alpha, that so equals to 2 cot 2 alpha. We have to prove this. So taking left hand side, that is cot alpha minus tan alpha, we would try to prove the this expression is equals to the right hand side. So cot alpha can be written as cos alpha divided by sin alpha, minus tan alpha can be written as sin alpha divided by cos alpha. Now taking LCM, we get cos square alpha minus sin square alpha divided by cos alpha sin alpha. Now we will multiply and divide numerator and multiply and divide this expression by 2. We know that cos square alpha minus sin square alpha is cos 2 alpha. It is the simple angle transformation from a to 2a or alpha to 2 alpha and 2. We know that 2 sin alpha cos alpha is equals to sin 2 alpha. It is also a simple transformation formula from alpha to 2 alpha. Now 2 cos 2 alpha upon sin 2 alpha can be written as cot 2 alpha, which is equals to right hand side, which is equals to right hand side. Hence our option A is correct. Now we will check option second. Option B. In option B we are given tan 45 plus alpha minus tan 45 minus alpha, and we have to prove it whether it is correct or incorrect. Cosecant 2 alpha. So we will start like the first case by taking left hand side, tan 45 plus alpha minus tan 45 minus alpha. Now we know the formula of tan alpha plus beta. We know that tan alpha plus beta equals to tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. Also we know tan alpha minus beta, it is equals to tan alpha minus tan beta divided by 1 plus tan alpha tan beta. In plus will come in the numerator and in denominator minus sign will come, while in minus alpha minus beta negative sign will come in the numerator, and in denominator there will be positive sign. So using this formula it can be written as 1 plus tan alpha upon 1 minus tan alpha, because here it will come tan 45 and we know that tan 45 equals to 1 into 1. Here it is also 1045, which is written in form of 1 minus 10 alpha divided by 1 plus 10 alpha. In this expression also we have written 1045 as 1 and here as well. Now we will let 10 alpha equals to t. So 1 plus t upon 1 minus t minus 1 minus t divided by 1 plus t. Now taking LCM and further solving the question, we get 1 plus t square minus 1 minus t square divided by 1 minus t, 1 plus t. Now we know that on solving this whole squares we will get 4t, and we know that a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square. So we get 4t 1 minus t square. Now we know that we have taken alpha equals to t, 10 alpha equals to t, so it will come 4 10 alpha upon 1 minus 10 square alpha. Or we know that it can also be written as 2 into 10 to alpha, 2 into 10 to alpha, because we know that 10 to alpha is equals to 2 10 alpha upon 1 minus 10 square alpha. It is a simple trigonometric transformation of 10 from 2 alpha to alpha. Therefore we have got our left hand side as 2 10 to alpha, which is not equal to right hand side, because in the right hand side we need to prove 2 cosecant to alpha, which is not equal. This is the first part where we need to prove cot. In the B part we need to prove cosecant, which is not equal, as we have proved. Therefore option B is incorrect. Now solving the C part, we have on left hand side we have 1045 plus alpha plus 1045 minus alpha, and we need to prove it equal to 2 secant to alpha. Again by taking left hand side and using the formula of 10 alpha plus beta, we can get 1 plus 10 alpha upon 1 minus 10 alpha plus 1 minus 10 alpha divided by 1 plus 10 alpha equals to. Now we will take the LCM and we get 1 plus 10 alpha square plus 1 minus 10 square alpha, 10 alpha to the whole square divided by 1 minus 10 alpha, 1 plus 10 alpha. Now in the denominator we will use the formula a minus b multiplied by a plus b, which is equals to a square minus b square, and in the denominator when we will solve it by using the whole square, a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, we will get 2 into 1 plus 10 square alpha. Now we know that cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 10 square theta upon 1 plus 10 square theta. So by using this transformation of angles, we can write this expression as 2 into 1 by cos 2 alpha. And we know that 2 secant alpha, it can also be written as 2 secant 2 alpha, because cos theta is equals to 1 by secant theta, which is equals to right hand side, which what we have to prove, 2 secant 2 alpha. Hence our option C is correct. Now taking option D, we are given tan alpha plus cot alpha equals to 2 tan 2 alpha. So again taking left hand side and writing it in form of sines and cos, sine upon cos alpha plus cos alpha upon sine alpha. Now taking LCM, we get sine square alpha plus cos square alpha, and in the denominator we get 2 cos alpha sine alpha, sine alpha 2 alpha. Now multiplying and dividing by 2, so we know that sine 2a is equals to 2 sine a cos a, and cos square a plus sine square a equals to 1. So by using these two trigonometric identities, we get this expression as 2 into 1, and in the denominator we get sine 2 alpha. Sine 2 alpha can be written as 2 cosecant 2 alpha, but in the right hand side we need to prove 2 tan 2 alpha, which is not equal to right hand side. Hence our option 4 is correct. So we can say that option 1 and 2 are correct, or these holds these first and third identity holds true whenever defined. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।